Hi, second graders. So after reading Where the Wild Things Are, you might have remembered some of the images of these monsters or creatures and how you can add some of those different marks to show the visual texture of maybe fur or scales or these little curled lines to add another type of texture to the hair. Some crisscross lines over here, which kind of show another type of bumpy texture. So you want to try to remember some of those things and how you can add in some of those marks to your to finish off your mythical drawings. So today you're going to get back the drawing that you started last time, and you want to really break it into sections. So I could repeat this up here, but I really want the mane to be a little bit different, and I want that texture to maybe match the texture of my hair. So again, you're gonna have some thick chalk, and then you're gonna have your charcoal pencils, your black and your white, and you will be able to get a sharpener. You wanna make sure that you have two sharpened ones to begin with. You could either do that over the garbage, or you can just do it at your table and then kind of scoop it into the garbage after. So now it looks like I have everything to get started. So I'm gonna start out with my thicker line because I have to fill this big area and I want it to look a little different than here. And instead of short lines, I'm gonna have some thicker curves to show that texture. And I'm kind of using the side of the chalk for that. And that gives me a different visual texture. So there might be somewhere that you have on your creature that might benefit from something like this, where it's kind of like a fluffy texture by getting that thick curved line. And I'm not gonna blend it, because if I blend it, it will look smooth and it will take away from the texture that you want. So here I'm using the side again. And then I probably would switch to this smaller one to fill in some of the other areas. Now, if you're someone that got a lot done the last class and you're almost finished, you can do some things that will add some detail. Like I have this scales over here. I could use the side of my chalk to fill it in lightly. I'm not coloring like a crayon with the chalk because then it becomes a big dust pile. But I could do that. I could also do like a pattern. So maybe I want to fill some of them in with black, and then some of them I want to leave empty. So maybe just like a few of them have that little bit of black showing. And then I'm gonna, again, add the rest of my texture. So I might decide that I want to add something like that, or another type of texture that maybe I got, that I was inspired by from Where the Wild Things Are. If you get finished early today, you will have the option of cutting out your animal. I'm gonna be helping you with that, but if you wanna get started helping me, it is really, really important that you do not cut anywhere near your lines. We are leaving a really thick space, at least the width of your finger, that we would cut around our animal. Really, really big, so that we could always cut it smaller. But if you see here, I'm leaving this empty space. I'm not cutting anywhere near my lines. I'm turning the scissors, and then I'm leaving that nice space. And now I'm gonna do the other areas. If you don't feel comfortable with this part, let me know and Once you're done cutting out your creature, turn it over and make sure you could still see your name. If you can't and your art code, then you're just gonna write it again and you're gonna bring it up to me when you're done. And I can help you trim it a little bit, throw out all your scraps, put it in the garbage, and you should have a creature that has, again, space all around the edges. Nothing is touching or even close to touching the lines that I drew. Have fun.